What's going on, guys? We are back at the crib. We had a great trip. I ended up bringing a specific fragrance with me and ended up grabbing a fragrance at Burlington. I know that actually happened. No, I didn't grab any footage. This was literally to go check out for other things we were buying, and it was on the inside of the aisle, not the outside with the other fragrances. Finally picking up Qaed Al Fursan Unlimited. It's supposed to be like in the vein of fragrances like in Sarah Holiday's at floral coconut kind of thing that I dig, the little sunscreen fragrances. So it's the only one I don't have. 17 bucks. I mean, they had a bunch of other Lattafas, and like they're flooded with Lattafas over there now. But as far as designers and stuff, nothing. They didn't have nothing cool. Tons of fragrances, just nothing cool. And then I had brought Odyssey Lemoni with me. It's supposed to be a clone of Afternoon Swim, I believe. And I didn't open it while I was there. I didn't do a lot of content. We stayed busy. We actually made some friends that we got to link up with. Small world, a lot of mutuals with long story short, couple of waitresses where we were going to have breakfast. Turns out the husband is familiar with me. He's a competitive bodybuilder in Mississippi. Mutual friends. Me and him linked up. The wives are friends. Planning to go back and have dinner and work out and everything in March. Just competitive bodybuilding on the Gulf Coast is such a small world. You have no idea. But great trip. So we add that to our usual to-do stuff and all the things going on. So didn't have a lot of time to do content. We had an itinerary every day. So now that we're back home, let's open up some cheap clones. See if we got anything worth a damn here. Stay tuned.
Back again, yet again, once again.
Always giving you the real, one fragrance at a time. It's TLTG Reviews, baby.
So, I guess technically we should start with the freshest of the two. And since this one's supposed to be Afternoon Swim, I would assume it to be just mega fresh citrus aquatic. So I would think Limoni is going to be the freshest of the bunch. Now, I have phenomenal Afternoon Swim clones. Phenomenal stuff. I've been wearing Adonis Icarus from Rayhan a lot lately. Like, I would say almost every week it's in the rotation. It's not in the rotation this week, but it sure was last week. So, I'm not going to say I'm like overly critical because it's a simple profile, but I sure enjoy that, fresh, bright, aquatic, mandarin orange type fragrance. It's good shit. And I do like the few that I have in this Tyrant series. So I'm rather eager to check it out. I like the bottles. They're different, They're not too gimmicky, stupid looking. Like, I love the color scheme. The yellow and then the high-vis yellow with this kind of faux pleather vinyl wrap here. Limoni Eau de Parfum Fresh Edition from Armaf. For those of you that care, production date was April of 2025. Made in Dubai. Batch code, all that good stuff. So let's see what we are working with here, shall we? Okay, I do like this nice little touch. So the collar is like a metallic high-vis yellow. Okay, so I'm a big sucker for high visibility colors, especially yellow and pink. Yellow, pink, and orange, And especially being by the beach. Like, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So needless to say, I like the color scheme. And we got the color scheme going throughout on the box. So let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. So it's like a sweeter Afternoon Swim. There's a sweetness to it that I don't get in Norstad Quattro. I don't get in Adonis Icarus. I don't get in Sunset Swim from Luciano, which that one's more of like a peel of an orange. Yeah, this one's got the zest and that sharp, that mouth-watering sharpness, but it's also got a little bit of sweetness to it. So there's something in here that's on the sweeter side. It might be like a little bit of vanilla or something. Afternoon Swim's DNA is just put a smile on your face, happy time. It just is. I don't know if I'll ever come across anything that smells like Afternoon Swim that's not amazing. But that also poses the question, and I hate to do this, but it's the truth. Why buy Afternoon Swim? If all the clones and inspired fragrances are really good, or maybe it's just me because I biasly love the DNA, that I just love everything that smells like it. Because original Afternoon Swim, the real deal, is amazing, but it's so expensive for, you know, a high-grade synthetic aquatic orange fragrance. You know? Because it's not like it's like natural oranges and stuff like that. Man, this is lovely. Let's pull up these notes. So I got Parfumo pulled up. I used the white panel windows as kind of softbox lighting on this since I got all these screens in front of me. Might as well put them to use, right? Limoni comes up just under that. 7.7 out of 10, 65 ratings. Citrus, fresh, fruity, sweet, aquatic. So we got something in here that's making some sweetness. We got, I'll put them on the screen, bergamot, lemon, mandarin orange, marine notes, orange blossom ginger, amber, blue tea, musk. So they don't list anything that's a sweeter note. Is it supposed to be the amber sweetening it up a little bit, or? I mean, I don't know. Similar to Afternoon Swim. Similar to Pacific Chill. Crack pipes you must put down before typing things on forums, people. Nothing even remotely like Pacific Chill. Pacific Chill and Afternoon Swim don't smell alike. Now, saying Imagination, a little bit of the opening. Sure, they have similar openings with the citruses, but Imagination still goes its own way. So, that's funny. They got Afternoon Swim, Pacific Chill, and Imagination as the smells like section. Clearly Afternoon Swim. Not, distinctively. Disappointing performance even for a freshie. I love the citrusy opening, but it's so short-lived. The dry down, which appears pretty fast, does remind me of Imagination and Pacific Chill mix. So here's one of the problems. Because there was 2 people that said Pacific Chill and 17 people said Imagination, but 21 said Afternoon Swim. It's clearly Afternoon Swim. Doesn't work right for me. It's imbalanced, but the most important thing is longevity. It becomes skin scent after an hour. No projection, no sea eyes. Well, no, it has projection for an hour. You just stated if it becomes a skin scent after an hour, that means it projected for an hour and then became a skin scent. Hashtag the more you know. I am not a know-it-all, people. I don't try to present as such, but some shit is so wild that I read sometimes. It's like, just take a moment and think about what you're typing before you type it, people. Just take a moment, take a breath, and maybe read it. Read it back 2 or 3 times before you press send to be like, am I going to sound ridiculous? And just slow it down, because you literally described the projection and then say it has no projection. Now, is it 3 or 4 hours of a skin scent and an hour of projection? That's probably really the real deal. That's like, I'm not saying he's wrong with what he's getting. I'm just saying everything reads how it's typed, people. So before you press send, because take it from a guy that gets taken wrong with 99% of everything he types. People automatically assume I'm attacking, being a dick, angry, smartass, triggered. No. Talking like you see on camera. But if I was saying it like this, you would take it differently than how I typed it. So, again, take it from a guy who 99% of the time gets taken completely wrong with whatever he types. Read it before you send it. So, is this a short-lived fragrance? Probably. I bet it is. But for the mid to low 20s, I think I paid like $24 for this. I don't expect the beast. And for being super fresh, I expect volatile and short-lived. I actually expect anywheres from 3 to 6 hours in longevity. And I expect strong and bright for about an hour. Hour and a half, I think, would be impressive for something like this. I don't know what to attribute the sweetness to. It is basic. It's not the best Afternoon Swim that I've spelled. I would say 100% of the time, this is better. Norstad Quattro, better. I would say, depending on how you feel about that orange peel smell of Luciano Sunset Swim, you might like that more than this as well. Is this good? Yes. Is it better than any of the other ones I have? No. This is better. Like I said, I've been wearing this just about every week. Adonis Icarus. I'd recommend this. It's better. Better performance, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Look at it that way. That would be Papa John's, whereas this is Domino's, which I got a Domino's medium thin crust pizza a couple weeks ago for the first time in forever, and they changed everything. That shit was terrible. Random fun thought, right? But yeah, I think this is like I think it's a 7. It's very good. It smells really nice. This is a good gym bag fragrance. This is a good out the shower refresher. This is good for a young man if you don't want to spend a lot of money, and he's not going to sit there and sweat like your 14-year-old Unless he lives on the fragrance algorithm on TikTok, bro, on God, it's cooked. This is probably going to be fine for them, you know? I think there's uses, there's collections for this. Is it going to be a star of my show? No. Hell no, it will not be. Like I said, I just showed you the one that I'll take 10 out of 10 times over this. But that doesn't mean it's a bad fragrance. If you need a get to free shipping cart filler, and like Afternoon Swim, not too shabby. 7 out of 10. Now then, Untamed is amazing. The original, iconic stuff for sub $20 price point. Another sub $20 price point. Does it keep the trend alive? This was the second of the three. This one came out before Untamed, which is similar to Versace Eros Najim. Here we have a ceramic white bottle color with some gold. Magnetic cap, I'm sure, as the others are. Atomizers lined up. Really good spray right off the rip. Ooh, warm. Warm sunscreen coconut. It's like tuberose. Milky too. Woo, okay. Holidays is brighter and fresher than that, but it walks the path. This is way more lotion. This is lotion creamy. This is going to be too feminine for a lot of guys. This is one that I think, and I don't like the layering thing. I don't do that. But this is one that I could see if a guy blind bought this and find it too feminine to use this to layer with something else, probably. That is straight up lotion. I like the fresher, brighter side of Beach Walk, Holidays, like the citruses. I don't really get that here. It's too thick and creamy. It's thick, thick, thick. As well as like Soleil Blanc. Like it's that family. But it is like thick as shit. My God. Let's pull up these notes. Super thick. Boy, thick right there. That good thick. Let's see. Qaed Al Fursan. I'm sure it'll pop up. Yep, we got 3. Well, it's supposedly 4 women, so that would make sense anyway, right? 7.1 out of 10, 477 ratings. Sweet creamy. I would put creamy as number 1. Sweet creamy, fruity floral powdery, coconut, pineapple, citrus notes. I don't get citrus notes. Frangipani, jasmine, lang-a-lang. So it's frangipani. There's some thickness. I thought maybe even tuberose because it's super thick. Sweet notes, white musk, vanilla, sandalwood. Now look, is it good for what it is? Yes. It's just too creamy and feminine for me, I think. It's getting a little powdery, like right away, and I'm getting a little bit of that pineapple. It does smell good. It's going to be for Mrs. TLTG. It's just not, it's too feminine for me. It smells great though. The Newborn in Roma, Purple Melancholia, however you say that. The purple one, the new one I didn't get yet. They're saying it smells like that. And then Holidays, Coco Vanille, Sunkissed Goddess, Vanilla Exotica Soleil Blanc, as expected. Metallica, Eau de Soleil Blanc. Okay. I'm sure it smells like a lot of these. Like, I would relate it to Holidays, but Coco Vanille is probably more, because that's a creamier fragrance. Coconut, white peach, lang-a-lang, tiara, jasmine, bourbon, vanilla, white. Yeah, it's probably closer to Coco Vanille. Because that one's more on the creamy side. Because Holidays is got more of an aquatic feel to it. It's fresher. It's creamy, but it's not as creamy. It's because of the marine notes. Yeah, I switched to it. It's got the marine notes. It gives it that brighter, fresher, more airy side of it. It's not as thick. This is really thick. It smells lovely. The wife is going to love this for the summer. This is her jam. She likes the tropical coconut sunscreen, fruity florals. Like, that's all her stuff, you know? I mean, as you can see, I keep going back to it and sniffing it. It smells great to me. I just think it's a little too feminine for me personally. There's certain real feminine fragrances I do thoroughly enjoy. Like I said, I just mentioned Holidays. I love Holidays. That smells great. Soleil Blanc, lovely stuff. Those are feminine. Beach Walk, which she stole my bottle of Beach Walk. Fair play. I got 20 fragrances that smell the same. They all smell similar to each other. These Beach Walk, Odyssey Lemon, Holidays, just that family of sunscreen coconut florals. They all smell like one another. So I prefer to take one, no big deal. This is better than the Limoni. That you can tell with this thickness it's going to perform really well. I think this one's going to be an above average performer. I think it's a 7.5 out of 10. Still very good. Still nothing phenomenal and special for $17 for your lady, fellas. If she likes lotions, she likes coconut, fucking love this. She's going to love it. She likes lotions. She's always putting lotions on. If you're a decent boyfriend / husband, you fucking notice she puts lotions on all the time. If you're a piece of shit, you would have no clue, and she's not going to be with you much longer. But if she likes the lotions, she likes coconut, she likes florals, she likes tropical, any of those combinations of things, this is $17 to $20 well spent. Let's call it up to $20. Online, you'll spend about $15 to $20. Performance is going to be really good on this. It is getting powdery, a little bit of fruitiness from that pineapple setting in, just a little bit more and more. I like it. I like it, but I don't love it. It's not better than the two more masculine ones, for me anyways. I think the original and Untamed are better, but for the ladies, this is a star. Qaed Al Fursan Unlimited, 7.5. Well, that is my thoughts on these two clone-inspired type fragrances from Armaf and Lattafa. Both very cheap. Both very good in my rating, 7 and 7.5, but nothing phenomenal, nothing super special. I have better fragrances that smell like this. Better is in personal preference better, because it's all just personal preference. You may love this one the most. You may get phenomenal performance out of this one. You may think it's the best smelling of the bunch because you like the added sweetness versus the other ones. And then this one I find very feminine. You may not. It's coconut lotion, basically. Very sunscreen dominant. But not your typical sunscreen because it's just so thick. It is straight hand lotion type of thickness to the texture of the smell. But for you with the ladies that have the lotion obsessions, you need to get this for her probably. Wife's going to enjoy this. She's still sleeping. It's very early in the morning. But this is going to go in her collection. She's going to smell it. She's going to smell it. She's going to spray it right away. And it's going to go in her shelves. So there's that. There's links down below if you want to check any of them out through YouTube Shopping Network, Joma Shop, Fragrance Net, places like that. Or a link down below, Frag Flex and Fragrance Buy, places like that. So you got options. Got options if you want to shop. If you don't want to shop, you don't have to. I just appreciate you watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave, though. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.